What's going on, guys? It's Kyle with DTOM Knives and Gear, and today we're going to be talking about my channel and why I named it DTOM Knives and Gear. A lot of people have been asking me, and when I'm on certain platforms, they'll say things like, hey, DTOM, and stuff like that, which is perfectly fine. Not everybody knows why I do, or why I call my channel DTOM Knives and Gear. Well, that's kind of why I'm making this video, is to kind of tell people, you know, what I'm about and what the DTOM stands for. As you can see in front of you, and this is basically the backdrop of all my knife reviews, but mostly what you see is my little pad that I put down to do my knife reviews. But behind that is the Gadsden flag, and the DTOM means don't tread on me. It was just something that I've always admired. I'm a patriot. I love this country with all of my heart. And I am also one of those who really believes as I would say, the founding fathers of our country. This could be a little bit, you know, I guess controversial, because I don't want to do a lot of politics or anything on this channel. But this flag means a lot to me, and I know a lot of people don't know what this flag means. I do have one tattoo. This is my tattoo, and as you can see, it is a depiction of the Gadsden flag. And the reason I know not everybody learns about this flag in school is because a lot of people have come up to me about my tattoo and said, oh my gosh, you're a racist, or you worship the devil because it has a snake on it. And I know most of you guys who watch this channel probably know what this is, but for those of you that don't, I'm going to kind of explain it. The Don't Tread on Me flag is known as that, but it's really called the Gadsden flag. The reason it's called the Gadsden flag is because it was designed by an American general. He was a colonel at the time, by a man named Christopher Gadsden. So that's why it's called the Gadsden flag. It was designed by him, and it was designed by him in 1775. This flag was actually implemented by the Continental Congress in I think it was 1778, I believe, when they adopted, it was like the seal of the rattlesnake, and this flag, I think it was the seal of war. Anyway, I can't remember all the history, but I think it was the seal of war. You guys might know, or some of you might have seen basically the predecessor to this flag that was drawn kind of as like a cartoon character in the paper in Pennsylvania, with a cut-up rattlesnake, 13 pieces, and below it says join or die. That flag came before this one, and a lot of people say that Christopher Gadsden, used that to design this flag, which is more than likely the case. The reason that this flag exists, and don't tread on me what that basically means, this flag was flown in the, during the Revolutionary War. An oppressive government, you guys all know the history, and it means just that. Don't tread on me. If you step on me and my freedoms, we will strike. That's basically what the rattlesnake is. It's I think Benjamin Franklin said it was a perfect representation of the American people at the time. We weren't seeking out confrontation, but if you forced us, we would. No eyelids, the eyes are always open and diligent, things like that. Benjamin Franklin was a very smart guy. So anyways, just a little bit of history about this flag and why I used it for kind of the showpiece of my channel. Now, like I said, I don't do a lot of political stuff on my channel or anything like that, but I do make comments because I love freedom, and I am one of those guys that, the more regulation and laws you have, the less freedom you have. You can definitely, this video is being taken in May of 2020, so if you're watching this in the future, it's really relevant right now because we're losing a bunch of our freedoms, so people are just kind of letting it happen. But anyways, so that's why the flag is there. It's a big part of my life, a big part of my philosophy, and that's what DTOM means, is don't tread on me. So if you see it around, now you know, if you didn't already know. And as far as this channel is concerned, guys, I started this channel. I've been watching guys like Nick Shabazz, Metal Complex, Slicey Dicey, those guys for years. Big Red EDC, Big Bore Knife and Gear, you know, Bearded Gear, all those guys. Basically, I started my channel just about the time that Bearded Gear started his channel, and me and him have become pretty good friends. Matter of fact, I sent him a knife for review, and he is sending me one right now, and I really can't wait to show you guys what he sent me. But anyway, this knife community is so awesome. Such great people, and we're all pretty much like-minded, but there are people, we have all different beliefs as far as political and all that stuff. We try to keep that stuff out of it. This channel is all about knives and gear. I love knives. I'm a knife nerd and a knife collector. I've been into knives most of my life. I like to basically play with knives, and I like different opening mechanisms and all that jazz. It's just something that I like. And I wanted to, it basically gave me an excuse to talk about it. I go to Metal Complex's live stream on Saturday nights, 9 o'clock. If you guys haven't checked that out, you need to go check it out. It's a bunch of knife guys that are just in the comments. We have a good time. We talk about knives, and most of these guys are just, they got great sense of humors. And if you're into this kind of stuff, I need you to really go check out those channels and get involved, comment. You know, these guys, they love the interaction. I love the interaction. And it's just so much fun for me. That's why I started the channel. I saw these guys. I have quite a few friends that like knives and stuff, and I get to talk to those guys, but I like to talk about it probably more than most. So I started the channel basically for myself so I could do that. It strokes my own ego and gives me an excuse to buy knives. So anyways, guys, I just wanted to kind of put that out there. I got a lot of questions, so I wanted to clear some things up. I really appreciate everybody who is subscribed to my channel and is leaving comments and engaging. It really makes me feel good. I know that most of these guys that I've already talked about as far as their channels, they are so good. They have such great content. I am still new, and I am a slow learner, but I'm trying to get better. And I promise that the content is going to get a little bit better and a little bit better at a time. I do this all on my phone and a tripod. So I'll get better equipment one day. But anyways, guys, thank you so much. Check out those guys I mentioned, and we will see you